Hi everyone, we're coming into PAX Unplugged for the first time ever, day 1. And we're starting off on this side of the hall, and most of the gaming area is over here. Thank you! And I'm really nervous, but I'm glad to bring some drag representation and trans representation to the hall. We have 5-ish plus appointments today, so I'm really excited to get through them, and let's play some games!
Hi, I'm Varun. I'm the creator of Hedron. Hedron is a single one-stop shop for everything tabletop gaming related. It's a place where you can take World Anvil and Foundry and remove all the code to create whatever you want and bring it to life on a virtual tabletop.
So like that includes like maps and like assets and all that other stuff?
Yeah, we've got maps, calendars, wiki systems, custom timekeeping, which means that you can create your own fantasy calendar and convert between different fantasy calendars. All just directly from the system. That's all of our lore side. On the other side, we have a complete rule system editor and writer. It doesn't take any code to create whatever you want to bring to life.
So realistically, you could do input like a lot of different kinds of tabletop, right?
Yes.
So like if you wanted to play Ink as opposed to playing like core D&D.
Yeah, so we not only do we support custom systems, of which we have over 500 and counting, indie systems, people building things in their backyard, as we do in tabletop gaming. We have over 500 of those, but then also Hedron has a big emphasis on taking a system that's already been published and making it yours. The idea of not just playing D&D 5e by the book, but actually playing 5e and adding your own mechanics, adding your own classes, adding your own subclasses, things like that. It's all very easy to do, doesn't take any code to do, and you can just publish whatever you want, put it out there. Even if you want to market it and sell it, you can also do that through our platform.
So kind of like mods.
Yeah, exactly, like mods for a system.
Yeah,
we actually
like
have Black Ballad, which is one such mod for 5e, very popular one recently.
So what is the price point for like this product?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Hedron is free.
Oh, okay.
Hedron is completely free for anyone to try. The way we work is kind of like Google Drive, where it's storage space based, but it's not by gigabytes or megabytes, it's just by number of things you create.
Right.
So we have a whole article about it on our website. We're very transparent, but the TLDR is if you're a player, you'll probably never need to pay. If you're a GM, you'll probably never need to pay. It's only if you are publishing content, trying to profit off of it, and making like a bigger thing that's like a very expansive world,
right,
then you have to pay a whole $20 a year.
Which is like not that bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, especially if you're like, you play a lot of different games or you DM a lot of different games. I'm a DM myself, so and I love homebrew.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we all.
I think that's a nice option for people. I think like Roll20 and D&D Beyond, they're really limited.
Yeah, they really are.
And it's limiting, and it's really not fun to use, and it's a bit cryptic sometimes.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Roll20 and D&D Beyond like added homebrew as like a second thought. Like they were like, oh, people homebrew, I guess. Like let's throw it in there. We were built from the start with homebrew as the forefront of how people play games.
Right.
Which I think really shows in how our systems work and how people use our system and all those nice things.
I think that's great. Is there accessibility on not just PC but also on like mobile devices?
I'm glad you asked. So right now we are web-based, so you could access it from your phone, you could access it from a PC. However, long term, and we already hit a stretch goal for this in our recent Backer Kit campaign, we are going to be adding a mobile app that's going to be coming out in the next month or so. And then in addition to a mobile app, we're going to have full offline support for all these devices and also tablets.
Oh, that's great.
So that should be in the next 6 months. You can expect to see all of this rolling out, having its full functionality in all these different devices.
Yeah, I think that's good to have offline mode. It's like sometimes you're here at the convention center and there's no Wi-Fi and you're like, I just want to look at my thing.
Yeah, or like on a plane. Like what else are you going to do on a plane except for write lore, right?
Yeah, make more homebrew.
Exactly.
All right, well, that sounds really good to me.
Yeah, well, anytime if you want to have any questions, you can join us on our Discord or on our site. We are really active with our community. We are in a beta phase right now, so we're like looking for feedback, being like, hey, whatever feedback you have, we'll take it. It doesn't matter if it's, I hate the platform or I love the platform. We want to hear all of it because we're really using that to drive our next things. All of our recent goals have all been driven by people being like, hey, it works, but this is a little inconvenient. And we're like, okay, how do we make it better?
Right.
And so like that's our big focus right now as we're wrapping up our beta is like, how do we get an experience that makes it easy for anyone with minimal investment to just get going, right? And so that's our big focus right now.
For someone who does create a lot of homebrew and maybe does want to sell it, what does that payment model look like?
That's glad you asked. We have one of the best payment models of the internet. It is a whole 10% to us and 5% to our credit processor. Everything else is yours.
Oh, that's a great
85%
ratio.
is yours. Because I think that you're the one who did the hard work. We're just giving you a tool to like get it out there and making it easy to automate it. Everything else is done by you, so why should you have to pay us much?
It's better than the Twitch model. So.
Oh yeah, 100% better than Twitch model. We also love working with content producers. We have a lot of content creators that work with us directly, like, hey, we're trying to run this specific thing. How do I make it happen? And we work with them to make it happen. One of the really interesting ones is like someone is starting a new podcast where they're going between different systems as their actual play continues. It's like different seasons of the actual play will be in different systems.
Right.
So Hedron is going to facilitate all of that because we have all the systems already. It's just a matter of like letting your characters move between them.
Just translating it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for chatting with me.